Gasoline.
After an awesome Mystery Inc. Yes, sir. Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's episode 28 of the Birds of Broad Street Super Bowl Aftermath. I hope your Valentine's Day was superb. I know ours was. I am your boy, the master of ceremony, Mizzy Miz, Cool Cat on YouTube, representing the Bizzards. We got three ladies, men. Well, one of them is Trigger, one half of Birds of the Line, OTR, one Trigger Trey.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
We're a little stuck on the Valentine's Day thing, and that's cool and all that. But it was some football yesterday. Let's get into it, man.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. The man of Bird Gang Nation Sports Media, the man of 1,000 shows, Bird Gang 31.
Turn your mic on, BG.
Turn your mic on.
He on mute.
Is it good now? Hey,
Yeah,
you like that?
yeah, I like the new logo, man. It's awesome. No getting warming up, though. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Hey, warm this thing up, gang. Hey, look, you know what time it is. You know you know who you rocking with. It's your boy Billy Notion. Hey, Birds of Broad Street coming at y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Hey, let's go check the 4K on. Hold on. Hey, Lambo, yeah, we ain't win it this year, but it's all good. Check. Hey, ring. We still got that check. We all the way in there, gang. If y'all new to this ride or my brother's channels, y'all already know what to do. Go hit that subscribe, because y'all know how we coming with it. Fellas, I don't know about y'all, but that was a good Super Bowl game yesterday. I know we're going to talk about it today because, listen, we got a lot of answers. We got to go ahead and make sense of with our team in itself. So, hey, look, good game for the Super Bowl. Salute to Matt Stafford getting the job done. Hey, look, we saw a great effort in the whole game yesterday, so I'm excited to talk about it, fellas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to give out some grades because, well, we can't grade our own team right now. I mean, we didn't play, so we got to grade somebody. So we're going to grade some people. And we're going to start it off with what we learned from the Super Bowl and what we learned from the Super Bowl. And also, we're going to answer the question, what does our team need to learn from this? And for me, that's what we're going to start with. For me, the Eagles, you don't need to worry about quarterback. You don't need to worry about wide receiver unless it's free agency. What I saw from Aaron Donald and Von Miller, you need some defensive players. Point blank, period. In this draft, I better not see no wide receiver. I better not see no quarterback. If you want to fix your offensive line, fine. But Aaron Donald just showed you defense then, now, and forever always wins championships. Aaron Donald is a beast. Von Miller is a beast. Jalen
Do
Ramsey
that.
is a beast. I mean, you got to fix a whole lot of stuff on your defense. That's what I learned. I mean, you got defense, you got defensive end, defensive back, defensive tackle, cornerback, safety, linebacker. Ryan McLeod's on a 1 year deal. Steven Nelson's on a 1 year deal. Ryan Kerrigan, we don't know about him. Don't get me started with Derek Barnett. Fletcher Cox is getting old. Brandon Graham still injured. You got a whole lot of things to fix on your defensive side. Offense, you're good. Jalen Hurts, got to step up. Be the man that me and Bergen want you to be. So this is a big year for you and Smitty. Well, Smitty can have all the good years, but Jalen Hurts, big year. Devontae Smith, good. Quez, good. Don't get me started about Rager. I want you off the team, but you're saying so. Whoop-de-doo. Goddard, good. Tyreek Jackson, good. The offensive line still needs some work. Salute to Jason Kelsey on potentially coming back. We'll talk about that too. The offense is good. Cross our fingers about Jalen freaking Hurts. Cross our fingers. But defense, yeah, this off season, defense. Focus your all free agency on wide receiver and offensive line. I better see some defense. Aaron Donald showed me something, please. So I want to hear from you guys. Notion Gang, what did you learn from this Super Bowl, and what should the Eagles take away from it?
Hey, well, look, honestly, watching this Super Bowl again, it was pretty electric to watch. Now, I'm going to tell you this. One of the things that I definitely saw that I got from what the Eagles need this year, listen, I don't care what way you want to slice it, and I know we all pro Jalen Hurts up here, but Jalen Hurts honestly got some work to do is what I got from this. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was watching Matthew Stafford out there going through his progressions, you know, looking one way, throwing the other way. Joe Burrow was doing that same thing. So both of these quarterbacks won this game, or not won the game, but y'all know what I mean. They both played this game using their arm. So that's something I definitely need to see a progress, from Jalen Hurts this year. And honestly, I ain't going to lie to y'all. Again, I've been on record saying I'm nervous and concerned right now with Jalen Hurts having his offseason ankle surgery, because that's hindering his development right now for throwing the ball. So right now, from what I saw, these games are won by throwing the ball and having a competent quarterback out there using his arm. So, yes, I believe Jalen still has the tools and things to get it done, but there are some concerns that I have here. So, another thing I got, look, Cooper Kupp, that man is the real deal. I don't care what nobody say. That man, look, I don't know how he's constantly getting open. And honestly, he's probably one of the most underrated wide receivers probably in the league. I ain't going to lie. I don't see,
three, bro.
When you look at Cooper Kupp, you may not think he's this great elite talent, but this kid is a straight baller. This man gets a separation on like every play, goes up, fights for the ball. Cooper Kupp's the real deal. And we ain't got nobody like that on the Eagles roster right now. Beyond Devontae Smith, you know, look, he's still learning his craft. But definitely beyond that, Quez Watkins, he's trying to learn and grow into a second role. You got, beyond that, Jalen Reagor, buns. So we need to do some work in the wide receiver department, because both of those teams had a pretty solid wide receiver cast out there. Something we ain't got in Philly. And the last thing I got is, look, we're going to have to make a decision with this Miles Sanders thing come next year, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's looking like running backs are straight expendable right now. So, again, these teams, I think the Rams only put up like 30 rush yards the whole game. So that's something to look at. The Eagles, we're really run heavy, but at the same time, if we got to make a decision on paying Miles Sanders, we can get it done without him, honestly. So that's no slight to Miles, because I know Booby, look, that man has some talent, but apparently we ain't been using him in Philly. So that's one of the things I need to see also. But lastly, the defense. Oh, yeah, defense wins championships. From what we saw in that game, listen, Aaron Donald is a grown man. So, look, I don't know what happened with Fletcher Cox, but he's out here looking like trade bait right now, honestly, because, again, look, we need to beef up our D-line. That's how I'm looking at it. This draft needs to be heavy defensive focus. And, again, we need to add some pieces to the offense. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Cool Cat. You know, our defense definitely needs to be improved, but our offense needs some attention, too. And wide receivers needs to be addressed. And that's what I got from this Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree with you, Notion. I agree with you. Defense does win championships, but if the offense don't score nothing, yeah. I mean, uh, Joe Burrow got sacked 7 times. 7 times. When's the last time we had 7 sacks? When?
Jim Schwartz.
Anybody?
Jim Schwartz here.
Exactly. It's like, dang. So yeah, defense does win championship, but as Notion says, the offense got to step up too. Because Rhaegar, I don't like. I get it. You're in Dallas. You're taking some time off, but you need to be working. Jalen Hurts, I expect. I expect because I want you to succeed in the worst way. I really don't want to go next year and say Bryce Young or CJ. I don't. Y'all know that, but I don't. Y'all know that. I don't want to say it. But the Rams in your conference, they're not in the AFC. They're in your conference. They won the Super Bowl in your conference. That's why I wanted the Bengals to win. I wanted the AFC to deal with that. The Rams won in your conference. You need to step up in the worst way because I said the NFC is wide open, y'all. It's wide open. I don't want no excuse. If you can't handle this division or conference, I don't want to hear no excuse. None. I expect Jalen Hurts to ball out. I expect Smitty to ball out. I expect Nick Sirianni to come up with some good game plans. Howie, this better be a good draft because I'm gonna say it again. NFC wide open. There's no Tom Brady. We don't know about Russell Wilson. We don't know about Aaron Rodgers. The only competition in your division is Dak Prescott. And they might lose Coop and DeMarcus Lawrence. They got some pieces there in Capel. You cannot be in the bottom of this conference or division. You cannot. I swear if you lose to Commanders or Giants or Jags or anybody in your schedule, we got a problem. Point blank, period. This conference is wide open, Troy. It's wide open. So what did you see from the Super Bowl and what you want to see from the Eagles coming out of it?
To be honest, I feel like this Super Bowl was kind of outlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already seen two teams do it how the Rams did it.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas back in the day and the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, they basically bought a Super Bowl. That's what they did. They bought a Super Bowl. The Rams is gonna be a trashy team for years to come. Watch, I'll guarantee you that. They're gonna be a trashy team. Once Stafford go, Ramsey, all those dudes go, they don't have a first round draft pick for the next 4 years. So
Exactly.
I mean, that's fine if you want to take that route, but at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, football is just not a year-to-year thing. We looking down the future too. So, I mean, it was kind of outlier. So, I mean, they can have that Super Bowl. They bought that Super Bowl. They bought a million stars over there. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, it's more of bringing players in here that fit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more bringing players in here that fit. You don't got to have a million superstars. There's a lot of dudes that just want to play football, man. It's that simple. A lot of dudes that just want to play football, they're going to do their job, not try to do everybody else's job. You're going to be where you need to be at. I mean, help us win some football games. Offense, defense, both sides of the ball. I mean, I don't care if it's Jalen Hurts back there. I don't care if it's a rookie. I don't care who back there. I just want dudes that want to play football. So, I mean, I feel like it's going to go as it goes. I don't trust Howie Roseman just like the next person, but I feel like you can't miss on this draft. It's like you can't. Like it's like if
you can
on this draft,
you can.
He gotta you can. That's the scary part. That's the scary part. Notion. You can, but you can't. It's like you're not going. You probably miss one out of three. 1 out of 3. One gonna be a bust. But I mean, you got to get solid football players. I mean, you got to. And me looking at this roster now, I feel like with the defense, we just got to get a little bit younger because it's not going to be every day you just find that Aaron Donald. You just find a Von Miller. Like that's not going to be on every football team. I
Nope.
mean, so like I said, the Rams bought that Super Bowl. So I mean, we just got to get solid football players. That's all. It's like if it's through free agent draft. I mean, unrestricted free agents. I don't care. There's so many great football players out here that really haven't been able to blossom because of systems, dudes not taking chances on them, stuff like that. It's like, I mean, you gonna find a diamond in the rough. You gonna get up there. You gonna get a dominant player. You just gotta have the right scouting department. You gotta have your general manager. Got to be willing to listen to these dudes because they going out there seeing them every day. They going out there. They traveling hundreds of miles to go see these dudes. So I mean, you got to be a little bit considerate. It's like Howie Roseman don't have no consideration for nobody. It's like he see a player, he want the player, he gonna take the player. He's not gonna listen to the scouting department. He's not gonna. I don't think he really gonna listen to Jeffrey Lurie. To be honest, Howie Roseman gonna do what he want. So this more of a off season with a Howie Roseman off season. We evaluating this dude. Evaluating this dude. There's nobody else to really talk about right now. It's like we can talk about Jalen, but Jalen not getting back on the field till what, August? Yeah. So
ain't it May because of OTAs?
I mean, like actual football. He's
Right.
not gonna be back on the field till about August. Like
free
so
agent.
we can talk about Jalen Hurts, but we can't. It's like right now, this all season, this all Howie Roseman. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We're gonna level him up when he do some good stuff, and we're gonna hate him when he do some bad stuff, man. It's been like that every year. So I feel like attacking this off season. I mean, it's dudes out there that can be game changers, but I feel like we need to get younger on defense and a little bit older on offense. Get younger on defense and a little bit older on offense. I mean, it's time to start shaking some of these dudes like the Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. I love Brandon Graham just like everybody else, but Brandon Graham on his last legs right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He on his last legs right now.
Yeah, man.
I don't
know.
It's probably Trey Ross, so would you saying that though? Because I mean, what's the ultimate goal every year, right? You want to win the Super Bowl. You want to raise that shit.
You want to go to Disneyland. Look at
Aaron Donald going to Disneyland.
Cool. Matthew Stafford. I'm watching them on Total Access now. Notion. They're in Disneyland with Mickey Mouse of all people.
But Matthew Stafford been in the league for like 12 years, though. Y'all gotta remember that. Yeah. Matthew Stafford been in the league for about 12 years now. This is
how we feeling in Detroit.
Ever Super Bowl.
Yeah, that man's polished. But at the same time, I mean, like, is this the right recipe? And like you said, I mean, they're probably going to be trash for some years, especially once Stafford go. You know, they start losing some of this talent. They high-profile players. But at the same time, I mean, is that a successful, evidently it worked. You can buy a Super Bowl. So, I mean, does that need to be the approach that the Eagles look? I mean, we're going to have a lot of resources in free agency, cap room, all of that. Should we be trying to buy a Super Bowl kind of like the Rams did? Because we already know in Philadelphia, we got a problem with developing our own talent, apparently. And that's a fact. So, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, if it ain't working, we can't do it by developing our own talent. Look, I mean, I'm not opposed to, buying a Super Bowl if that's what we need to do to get number 2. It's going to be what it's going to be. But at the same time, I mean, I agree with you. I don't really like that formula because, the Rams, they're going to be looking like cheeks, I'm sure, for some time once all it is kind of, once all this talent.
Year, they got so many one-year players. Starting next year, they're about to drop.
It's about to be rough for the Rams.
On facts,
Yeah, I'd rather do it the Cincinnati way, to be honest. You get me? I'd rather do it the Cincinnati way. Put a lot of great players around great to elite quarterback. I mean, because at the end of the day, Joe Burrow only in his second year, bro. He showed us a whole lot this year. Making the reads, running when he had to, throwing on the run. Dude, he's a polished quarterback in his second year in the NFL. And it's not, like I said, it's not every day you're going to find an Aaron Donald. You're going to find a Von Miller. You're going to find a Jalen Ramsey. Bro, it's hard. And the way and people actually want to come to LA. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in LA?
Hollywood. It's wild.
Who wouldn't want to live in LA? So it was the perfect situation for them players to go there. Philly not buying no Super Bowl. Don't know. A
Nope.
lot of people don't want to play here. It's like
Down Rock. You know it.
You gotta look at it though. Only a select few of people could really like thrive in this city, like a Joel Embiid, Brian Dawkins, Allen Iverson. Them dudes wear their heart on their sleeve, and that's what Philly love. I
Jason
feel like
Kelsey.
even with James Harden coming over here, the city is gonna love this dude. They're gonna love this dude because he gonna go out and ball for you every day. No complaints.
Sorry, Milton.
But it's
Bro,
only like
Harden about to
bringing
rob Philly.
bro, like bringing a he from Philly basically. Like bringing an Odell here, that's a bad fit. Bad fit, bro. Bad. Like I love the talent, but the dude, I don't think he can handle this city. LA, they don't have a big fan base like Philadelphia.
Nope.
Those dudes don't care about football over there. They care now because they won the Super Bowl, but they couldn't even sell that stadium out. They couldn't even sell that stadium out like the first 2 years. So
The Bengals took that stadium over, Trey.
yeah, they couldn't sell it. The Bengals came down there and took that stadium over for real. So, I mean, like I said, there's only really a few dudes that can really actually thrive in this city with the fan base being how it is, dealing with Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. It's like we're not buying no Super Bowl, bro. I promise you that. Because dudes gotta actually want to come here for us to buy a Super Bowl. So I mean, I feel like we should go to Bengals route, man. Just get some good talent in the draft, man. Get a little bit younger. Get some physical football players that want to come up and smack somebody. Keep Jalen Hurts here. Put some talent around him. Let him rock out. I mean, people do it how they do it different. We just won a Super Bowl in 2017. We did it completely different than the Los Angeles Rams. So, bro, it's more than one way to skin the cat. So that's what I got to say about it.
Exactly. I've been trying to say stick with Jalen Hurts. If you don't succeed, do what you got to do next year. No one wants to hear us. I've been saying it from the rooftop. Sure, the Josh Allen Patrick Mahomes game opened my eyes, but it's still Hurts season on this show. I blessed Bird Game 31 with the nickname Jalen Freak Hurts. I want the kids to succeed. I want to get another quarterback, man, but gee, he got work to do. I will concede to that. He got work to do. And speaking of which, Bird Game, what's your thoughts on this game that you saw? What does the Eagles need to take away?
I think the game was good. You know, you got to see a lot of defense early. You know, like both of them defense. Cincinnati's defense was awesome, you know, early in that game. So was the Rams defense. You already know their offense. It wasn't just, you know, guys like Aaron Donald and Vaughn. There was Floyd. There was the other dude that Warner or whatever his name is. Like all four of those cats were on Joe Burrow's back the whole game, you know. But it did open my eyes. Like you guys said, a lot of people see this playoff and Super Bowl and thought it opened their eyes to what our quarterback needs. To me, if anything, it opened my eyes to realize that Jalen ain't that far away. You know what I'm saying? You look at Matt Stafford. He threw 2 picks yesterday. He had some bad thrown balls. He overthrew the touchdown, almost cost them the game at the end of the game. But they still won. You know, it's about defense. We need some defense and we need some receivers. Because Cooper Kupp was MVP. But if old BJ didn't get hurt, that was your MVP of the game. And the score probably was going to be a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Because he was lighting them up. You know what I'm saying? He was lighting them up on that offensive side of the ball before he got hurt. So, you know, it just made me realize, you know, I feel like, you know, this actually helped me feel like, you know, the Eagles got a chance this year. You know what I'm saying? This year, coming up to go back to Super Bowl. That's what it made me feel like. It made me realize all this quarterback play, yes, you know, we had some of them outliers, but all those guys that you guys said put up them big numbers and was doing all this great stuff, they all are sitting at home without a Super Bowl ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so numbers don't really matter to me. You know, it's like it's the heart. It's the way you play. And right now, Jalen already got all that. You know, he got that charisma. He got that swag. He got that. Now he doesn't. They got things to work on, but it comes with targets. Matthew Stafford, you know, they were on their third tight end yesterday. Their third, and this guy was making plays for it. And their fourth tight end was coming in. You know what I'm saying? When OBJ went out, you still had Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, you know, making plays. You know what I'm saying? Good, high-quality receivers. You know, plus your third guy coming in doing whatever he wants to do. You know? Like, it's depth. Talented depth is what we need on this team. You know what I'm saying? We need 2 more receivers, regardless of what anybody thinks. I love Quez Watkins to death, but I still believe we need 2 more receivers to add to the mix. You know what I'm saying? Give
Yep.
this guy elite target.
I
We
agree.
need another number 2 tight end. You know, we didn't want to play the number 1, number 2. We probably should have just kept Zach and had the Zach Goddard show the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Having 1-2 balance the whole time. You know, we're trying to make Goddard be something like, you know, this elite tight end, which he can be. I'm not saying that, but you still need the depth and talented depth. You can't just be plugging in people just to say he's the backup tight end. You can't just plug in people and say that they're the backup receivers. You need some ballers back there. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? The running game was garbage for the Rams yesterday. And they had 3 running backs out there doing their thing, but they all sprinkled in a little something different, which was nice. I like to see Henderson had a couple of nice catches in the game. But Joe Mixon was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Mixon was a beast yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put up gaudy numbers or whatever, but you seen this fool work the system, work that line of scrimmage, work everything. And I think we got a back like that in Miles Sanders. But why not still go get a number 1? You know what I'm saying? Like I said with the Rams, they have 3 guys that can start on people's teams. You know what I'm saying? Like per P. Ryan, he was what, a rookie or second-year player from Florida, right? That's where he came from. I think
P.
they're back
Ryan?
up to Mixon.
He's from Oklahoma. They
Oh,
went
yeah,
to,
Oklahoma.
they ran together at Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly. Oklahoma. That's what I meant to say. One of those 2. But dude, that's a nice, talented young back too himself. So you go get you another running back. You know, we got Kenny Gainwell, which who knows his big jump he can take next year. You know what I'm saying? He could end up being a legit back. He knew how to get touchdowns this year, that's for sure. You know, he got in, he might not play the whole game, but Kenny Gainwell will come in with 15 yards left and go score. So go get another power back. We need a big physical back, man. You know, take some of the pressure off Miles, you know, and definitely upgrade your receiving core. But like you guys said, man, defense is a key. Defense wins championships. It always have been, you know, and our defense is not there. You know, we need, like Trey said, we need some young people. We definitely need young people. We need some vets too. Like, I just want to go. I feel like you guys said that the Eagles can't really, you know, buy a Super Bowl like Tampa Bay did last year, like the Rams did this year. You know what I'm saying? That's back-to-back Super Bowl where they bought their team. And really, technically, our first Super Bowl, we kind of did too. You know, we brought in, you know, Ajayi. We brought in Blunt. We brought in, what's the receiver name?
Alshon.
Alshon. We brought in another receiver, Smith. Was it Smith?
Torrey Smith
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Trey Burton.
Yeah, we brought in, you know, a lot of guys that year for 1-year deals to help get it. So I feel like this year is the year that we can take that next step because we have both. We have assets in the draft and we have money to spend. So you go fill some of these holes. Like you said, I think the receiver, we need some veteran receivers. We don't need to go draft no receivers right now. You know, I want some dudes like OBJ and Cup and these guys that have already been doing it for a long time, and they're out there. When you put them out on their field, you know the ball getting thrown their way, they're gonna catch that ball. Did you see to OBJ when he was like literally jumping up and taking the ball, like it didn't even make it to him? I'm tired of our receivers waiting for the ball to get there, you know, before they try to make that catch. These ballers, they go get the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of receivers we need. Guys that are hungry to go take that ball and get that rock in their hands as soon as possible. Like, we need those type of ballers at the receiver position. You know, our defense, man, to talent, the linebackers, the defensive line, we need to draft all that. You know, you use the draft for that. Maybe go get a guy like Chandler Jones or one of these veteran guys to be in the rotation with these guys. Because we do got some nice young pieces on our defensive line as it is right now. You know, we got some nice pieces that actually play some meaningful football this year. You know, Johnson, Jackson, you know, Milton Williams. Those guys play some good football this year. So it's like they're going to develop next year too. But go ahead and get you a baller. Like, go get a big name person. You know what I'm saying, for that defense. Like, they did. They went and got Von Miller. That's a huge name. If Von Miller get out, go give Von Miller a 1-year contract again. See if he wants to win another one, if you can get a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get you bona fide studs. No more of this project work. You know, like you guys said, we do not develop nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's not in our game. I don't know why it's so hard for us to develop these people, but we are not doing a great job at it. So go get proven vets. Go get proven players. Add to this roster. But we, like I said, we have so much. Like Trey said, we can't miss in the draft. Like, it would, like, you would be fired straight up.
Oh, we're going to talk about Howie Roseman in a minute.
Draft. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a
this draft
question.
is so loaded for the positions that we need on our team right now. So loaded at those positions specifically. You know, not like the other years. The positions that we need specifically, this draft is definitely loaded there. And then free agencies loaded at the same positions. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of us getting that team to go do what we got to do this year, we got all the ammunition. And it's like, Howie, go do your thing. Go get these players and bring them to the squad. Let's go. Because if you go do your thing this offseason, I'm telling you this. The NFC is, like you said, it's wide open. Tampa Bay is not going to be the same no more. The Rams aren't going to be. They have so many one-year contracts on there. I'm pretty sure some of them might resign. OBJ's out till next December. He tore his ACL. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of wanted him as free agency, so I was kind of sad about it. And he messed up my fantasy because he was doing good. I'm like, yeah, it's about to win some money, and he went down. He didn't get back up. So that sucked. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's still some ballers out there. Go grab these guys up. Even if it's only a one-year deal, you still got draft ammunition to get the guys that you want. Talented players at high level, high draft picks that won't have to step in and be number one like Devontae Smith had to come in and do. You know what I'm saying? He had to come in. He was the one. He is our best receiver, period, hands down. You don't want that when you're number one. You want a guy that's already kind of there too, and you're just adding to the power. You're building up that roster. You're building up that depth. You're building up that talent. The biggest difference from the Eagles' playoff berth compared to all these other teams is we didn't have the talent to even mess with none of these teams. Like, none of them. You know what I'm saying? Not one of those teams that I feel like our roster was really good enough to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew it wasn't the whole year. We were just happy to be there. We were riding on house money, baby. Woo! We here in the Big Den, but we should have known from the start. It shouldn't have been so much backlash on our current players of why we didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just should have been expected. When you look at our roster and how we handled the business this year. We didn't beat no good teams, really, for real. We beat all the easy teams we were supposed to beat. And that was good because that was what our talent level. We were better than all those average teams. We're above average, basically. You know what I'm saying? We're like C-plus team. You know what I'm saying? So all those C's, D's, F's, we took care of business. We handled our business with those guys. But when it comes like the A's, the B's, you know what I'm saying? We do not have the talent to be on their level right now. And it's not just the quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? I think Jalen, if you surrounded him with half those rosters in the playoffs this year, you put Jalen Hurts on half of those rosters in the playoffs this year with those type of coaches, I promise you Jalen wins more games. You know what I'm saying? He would have had way more success than he had this year. He would have had better coaching because there were some great coaches this year in the playoffs. For one, experienced coaches. Because we talk about that zone defense, that soft zone. The whole first half of the damn Super Bowl was the soft zone. Both teams were doing it. Both teams were doing it because they didn't want to get beat deep. They knew the talent, too much weapons. They didn't want to get beat deep.
I think that's one of the things. And real quick, just because, look, like you said, I mean, this is honestly bigger than Jalen. I think somebody just put that in the chat also. But yes, this next coming up season, it's critical for Jalen Hurts this coming year. But I got to give credit this Super Bowl also to coaching. I mean, did y'all see the way Sean McVay is out there coaching? I mean, to actually watch this man get pretty much, I mean, he got exposed the first Super Bowl he was in. Yep. I mean, it was straight up horrendous. But this man came back, didn't overthink it. I mean, you saw creativity in this game. I saw a lot of things I wish my team, I wish the Eagles would be doing, which is running some of them crossing routes. Why ain't we running no crossing routes in Philly? Why are we just constantly running screens and, running this option garbage? No. Hopefully we can take a page from the Rams book, get more creative with some of these play calls. But, yeah, I completely agree. We got a lot riding on Jalen Hurts this year to hopefully put a lot of talent around him or whatever we need to do. Hopefully he's recovered enough to go out here and handle another 17-game season. So a lot's riding. Hey, we got work to do on the offense and defensive side. So, yeah, I think that's the big underline. We wasn't ready this year. My man Bergang say, hey, this might be the year, though. I ain't there yet, Bergang. I need to see what this offseason look like first, brother.
Yeah, we got to see it.
But at the same time, it's a possibility. We got to do something. And from what we learned this Super Bowl, or Super Bowls can be bought also. So,
and what people don't realize is, like, we ain't never in the history of the Eagles had 3 first-round picks, 5 picks in the top, 60, 6 picks in the top 60 picks this year, and had cap space at the same time. Like, you're not going to get this again. People so worried about trading back, trading a pick for the year after. Forget all that. Use all this ammunition now. You know what I'm saying? Get the talent in-house now. Go get these ballers on the team right now, because at the position that we need, there's ballers there. There's game changers there. Some people that can come in and start and ball out from day one is there.
Plus, we got a favorable schedule this year.
And we got a favorable schedule.
Yeah, and favorable schedule this year. So why not go all in? Let's go
Yeah.
all in. I'm with it.
The last 2 Super Bowl teams, they're
Nah,
gonna be
Trey
gone.
Rock, nah, brother. Hold on. Take it off
Hold
for
on.
a
Look at
second.
the schedule. Look at your opponents. If you can't beat the Lions, if you can't beat the Bears or the Texans or the Colts, if you can't beat the Steelers, the Saints, who is Jalen Hurts is the Saints' daddy. If you can't beat them or the Jags or go toe to toe with the Vikings, and I swear,
The Bears, the
exactly.
Colts.
The Washington Commanders, are you kidding me? The Giants, if you can't beat any of these teams, and I'm not giving up our prediction, we're going to make our prediction and right before the first game of the season, whoever we play, that's when we're going to make our prediction because I ain't doing it just yet. I got to see the full team first. But all this right here, if you can't beat any of these teams, the Cardinals, fine, it'll be tough. The Cowboys, I know, it will split, but I want to sweep. Green Bay, okay, but everybody else, we're gonna have a problem if you can't beat any of those teams.
And it says you can't
We're gonna
pay
have a
3
problem.
first rounds, but you can. Because they're not top 10 first round picks. If you keep the pick, you're talking about 15, 16, and 19. That's a little less. You're looking at about a total of $9 million, you know what I'm saying, to pay all 3 of those first round picks. That ain't nothing. That's chump change. We can afford that. Like, people are worried about the price tag. Don't worry about no price tag this offseason. Like, this is the year to do it. You can't wait to next year and try to trade one of these picks for next, because you don't even know our team next year. We're lucky enough to get Kels to come back this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's awesome for our team. That's a one less position we have to worry about drafting this year. You know, we can do later on in the round, but we got a good offensive line, so you don't have to really worry about drafting another offensive lineman. Like, you're not going to have this setup. Like, we've been playing football. How many years the team been in the system? Like 60, 70 years. They ain't never had it to have this kind of money and this kind of draft capital at one time. So why wait and try to push it down the line and hope for the best and hope that we have the players where we need and all this stuff, so then we can just trade up and get that quarterback? Trust me, if we need a quarterback next year, we can use everything this year. If we need a quarterback next year because Jalen ain't that guy, guess what? Your team is ready. You will be only a quarterback away, and you still have a number 1 draft pick that's going to be high enough, because if Jalen sucks, we're not going to win as many games as everybody thinks we're going to win anyway. So you're going to have a high enough draft pick to throw the following year draft pick with and go trade up and get your quarterback. So it's time to Howie to really, manipulate the situation, understand the situation, and take care of business.
I got a question for you guys before we talk about the Super Bowl real quick. Is Howie Roseman's job on the line? And I'll let you guys answer that because, listen, I don't know what's going on in the organization with him. I don't know. I don't work there. I don't report there. I'm not any of the players. I don't know what Howie Roseman is doing. I don't know if he got a contract extension. I don't know if this is his last year. But is his job on the line? Because you got to hit free agency. You got to hit the draft. Jalen Hurts, because remember this, despite you drafted the kid, Howie, despite what all of us think about Jalen Hurts, you drafted him. If he don't work, it's on you. Not me, not Trey, not Bergen or Noshi Gang, not anyone on the chat. It's on you because you drafted him. You could have gotten yourself a linebacker that year. You could have got yourself a safety that year. You could have gotten Justin Jefferson that year. No. Let's piss off a $128 million quarterback by getting Rhaegar and a backup quarterback. You could have gotten Gardner Minshew that year. You could have gotten it. You could have. So, in my opinion,
see what you got to realize, Gardner's not the guy. And how is really, as we go on from last year to this year and moving forward, he's starting to look like a genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to start really giving him. If he can nail this draft and offseason, he's going to be back and being talked as one of the best executives in the league. Again, you know why? He's seen the Carson Wentz trade a mile away. When everybody like, why are you trading Carson? Now look at it. We got a first-round pick, and now the coach talking about cutting or trading Carson Wentz. Because he's not that guy. After that injury, I knew he wasn't the guy after the injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much in his head for one, and he's mentally not there. And once you're mentally broken, it's hard to come back from. That's what's wrong with Rager. I don't believe that Rager's really a bad football player, to be honest.
So Bergen is how we move my job on the line?
Football player. That's what he is.
Well, Bergen, is Howie Roseman's job on the line? I'll start with you. Because he got to work. This is his biggest year yet. Is
I
his job
think
on
it's
the line?
fine if he messes up. But in terms of on the line, if anything, he's gotten more job security. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't put himself in a position that no executives really have been in a while. You know what I'm saying? His play, like from 18 on, his draft picks kind of been panning out. You know, maybe not the one here or the one there, but the rest of them players been balling. You know, we re-signing all of them. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they're fan favorites. They're good players. The Carson Wentz train, he's seen a mile away. He made the trade. You know, we took the hit, dead cap money for a year. Whatever. We're out of that situation now. Now we got another first round pick, and they're about to get rid of the guy that they just gave a first round pick for. You know what I'm saying? Like it's looking kind of genius. You know what I'm saying? Go in here and finish the job, Howie. You know what I'm saying? You finish this job, you can go down as one of the greatest executives there is. You know, win 2 Super
The
Bowls in
only
5
reason I
years.
say it's not genius because they paid this dude the offseason before they traded him. So it's not genius. It's just Howie Roseman covering his goddamn tracks. That's what it is.
But
And
it's
he's
genius because
doing
we
it
had
well,
to
though.
pay him
He's
regardless
doing it
for that
well.
year.
He's doing it
We
well.
had
I'm
to
not
pay
gonna
him.
lie. He's doing it well, but he know he effed up with that contract.
But only reason why is how he played with his feelings over business with the Carson Wentz. He heard everybody saying, pay Carson, pay Carson. He seen Carson wanted to get paid because you start seeing Carson, like his whole mentality start to slide. You know what I'm saying? He started to not feel confident. And he did that just to reassure Carson that you're supposed to be our quarterback. And that's why he paid him. Now, Carson should have took that and ran with it and started playing some better football. Bottom line, I don't care if you draft Jalen Hurts. When you're a $30 million quarterback, you shouldn't be looking over your shoulder no more. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You can bring in whoever you want behind me, give me 430, making me the highest paid quarterback. You can bring in Aaron Rodgers, whoever. Y'all can be holding my clipboard straight up. And like a guy like Jalen Hurts, when you know you're a superior passer than Jalen Hurts, supposedly, you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't even been sweating the guy, but he was mentally broken already. From that Super Bowl, man, I swear to you, from that perfect 11 games of football you can see a quarterback give you. And that's Carson Wentz. You know, everybody knew he was MVP that year. If he didn't get hurt, that was our MVP coming into that year. You know what I'm saying? Going into that year, at the end of that year. Now, ever since then, and Nick Foles won that Super Bowl, he had to come see Nick Foles statue outside. He had to come to work. You know, Dougie P thinking he's a genius and he's this and he's that, you know, and he came back and did. We still had other backups before Jalen Hurts, and Carson Wentz's play was starting to go down. He tried to win the Super Bowl on every single pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened when he came back from that injury. He didn't want to get hurt, but then he kept getting hurt. He kept getting hurt. Every year after that, he got hurt again. So you had to make a move for a quarterback. You couldn't keep paying your backup quarterback after I give you the bag. You can't keep paying your backup quarterback $15, $20 million. You know, then we really don't have no money because you look at $45 million just at one position. You know, we wouldn't have had a team. That's what's wrong with a lot of these elite quarterbacks now. They're teams. You're thinking, oh, you know, what's going on with this team? They have this quarterback, that quarterback. It's because the quarterback takes up most of the money. You can't really buy no good players if your quarterback is taking up.
But even before that though, BJ.
Roster.
Even before that though, even when they paid him or
Well,
before
Trey,
they paid him,
while you answering that is Howie Roseman's job on the line. But go ahead and answer that.
is Howie Roseman's job ever on the line? Like it's bro, it's like, listen, this dude is dug in. He gonna leave when he ready to leave for real.
Yeah.
I mean, he gonna leave when he's never threatened. I don't care how much we try to put it like that. He's never threatened. Howie Roseman can make the dumbest move in the world right now. He could trade all three of them first round draft picks. Howie Roseman gonna be here. He's gonna be here, bro. He's going. I promise you. I promise
you.
You.
Get fired with that one.
I promise
He
you.
trade all
He's
three
not
first
getting
round.
fired.
Hey,
The
you
only
want to do it, right? Yep.
He must got some tape on Jeffrey Lurie or something. They must have went down Vegas and did something that he wasn't supposed to do or something. And Howie Roseman got it recorded or something. I don't know, but this dude should have been out of here a million times. He's not going nowhere. But what I was throwing that bird game was why we look at it like the Carson Wentz was mad about the Jalen thing. We can spin that a million different ways because they literally gave this dude nothing on offense. Nothing on offense.
Nope.
So I mean,
that
like,
year, you drafted a receiver first before a quarterback.
But they drafted the wrong receiver though.
But you went in with the mentality, I'm gonna help my quarterback first. I just gave him a back.
They didn't go in with that mentality.
He went and drafted Rager that year.
They
Hey,
didn't
listen.
go. They didn't
Hey,
go
Rock.
in.
What you got to say on that then? I mean, because I hear this, this Carson defense real quick. Hold up.
It's
And
not
I
a
got
defense
I
though.
got
It's a good
Carson.
business
He got a
decision.
special
You
place in
play
my
a
heart, no
first-round
doubt.
rookie
But
contract
bro,
or second-round rookie
like,
contract
is
versus
he?
$15
You know what
million.
I'm saying? Is this
That's
the
a
same
business
excuse
decision.
for the Colts right now? Do the Colts not have enough offense? I mean, Carson's just, it is what it is. He ain't a pressure quarterback. So that's why
I don't know what happened to Carson over there, but I'm talking about when he was here.
Man,
When he was
been
here,
broken.
the dude was
He's been
throwing
broken.
to. Listen though, the dude was throwing to Dorial Green Beckham, not in the league no more. Paul Turner, not in the league no more. Nelson Aguilar bouncing around to a million teams.
Are you talking about his first year?
I'm talking about just period over his Eagles career. The
That's his
best
first
wide
year.
receiver
He
he
didn't
ever
really
had
have
was
ever since
Alshon Jeffrey.
You had Alshon Jeffrey. You had Deshaun Jackson for a while in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't just say Deshaun Jackson. He played like 3 games for us, Bird Game.
Here's my thing with Carson Wentz. Here's my thing with Carson Wentz. Here's my thing. Because here's my thing. I liked the Carson Wentz. I did. I was happy we drafted him. Okay? But the second he got hurt and Nick Foles won that Super Bowl, and what really pissed me off about Carson Wentz is this. You got swept by the Dallas. Forget what you had some bad phrases in 2018, 19, 20. But you lost to the Dallas Cowboys twice. You're basically the sole reason we was 4-11-1, kinda. Sure, the Doug Peterson and the defense and the offense too. But the best, if you're the quarterback that we thought you was, you elevate somebody. What, it took Greg Ward and Travis Fulgham and Boston Scott just to elevate your game? Sure, the whole organization should have helped them out. But you got swept. Why did Nick Foles had to save us at the end of the 2018 season? You got swept by the freaking Cowboys.
He was hurt.
And the same thing about that whole giving Carson a bag
He
thing,
was hurt though.
We did that to every quarterback. Every quarterback the Eagle had that ever was a good starter. Even go back to Donovan McNabb. They got the bag before they cut him loose. You know, they paid Donovan McNabb before we traded Donovan McNabb.
But Donovan McNabb was good for like 12 years though already.
Trade on him. It's like almost like if you pay him, you gotta think that quarterback.
How about that, Nelson?
I'm gonna make the answer simple.
How about that, Nelson?
No, I'm just gonna make my answer simple. To the whole, is Howie Roseman going anywhere? Hell no. If Howie Roseman's staying in Philadelphia, again, like I've said before, hey, it is what it is. Howie Roseman is built for this. I mean, this man handles adversity here like ain't no other. I mean, his job was on the line last year. He did things that kind of, like Trey Rock said, clean up his own tracks. One of those things, which was getting rid of Carson Wentz. And again, it is what it is. I mean, look, evidently, Carson probably already hit his ceiling. That's, tough to look at. For me as a fan of liking Carson once upon a time and defending this man, It is what it is. I don't think he can handle pressure. And I'm glad that, Howie made the move that he did, because, yes, he is looking like a straight-up genius right now.
Yeah,
so, again, if there's any GM that can handle the city of Philadelphia, it is going to be Howie Roseman, the King Weasel himself. I mean, we look like we just finessed the Colts, got their first-round pick, offloaded a declining Carson Wentz. So, it is what it is. Howie Roseman, I do believe that, if Jalen Hurts fails, we're going to be having this same discussion, but Howie Roseman is going to find a way to weasel himself out of that too. He's going to draft a quarterback or do something to save his job. So Howie Roseman ain't going nowhere. Get used to it, Philadelphia.
And that thing too, guys, for real, on the Howie Roseman thing, how many other teams got, a GM that actually won GM of the year? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things that people hate on Howie for, it's just business tactics. You know what I'm saying? They say he's a weasel. They say he scumbags deals. Well, that's his job. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got no problem with that.
The most for the team.
Ain't nobody got a problem with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that. The players should have a problem about it because they're getting hustled. But at the same time, he's doing his job at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's saving the team money, and he's getting players in here. And, it is.
I don't know about high level. He's doing his job, but not a high level. Like, come on, we stretching it now.
His hustle game is
we stretching it now. He's not doing it at a high level. Like the rubber band there, but it ain't popped yet. You get me?
The only reason why
at a high level.
Hustle real hard.
Exactly. The only reason why I asked that question because this is his biggest year yet to date. You cannot mess this up.
Yeah.
You
You
cannot
can't
mess
mess
it up.
this up at all.
You cannot.
Like, you
That's
get
the only
fired for
reason
that.
why I asked that because you got 3 first-round picks. And we're going to talk about the Super Bowl because I know Notion got to eat, so we ain't going to keep him long. I mean, Notion got to eat, so we ain't going to keep him long. But yeah, you got 3 first-round picks. You got cap space of the moon. You got an easy schedule when it comes to these opponents that I'm about to show you. I mean, the Jags, the Saints, you got an easy schedule.
We can't
You
say
can't mess
easy
this up.
schedule with Cool Cat.
Huh?
You can't say easy schedule because
Yeah. Right.
it's
Forget I
still a
said
whole,
easy
it's still a
schedule.
whole
Forget I
offseason. We
said
don't know
easy
who
schedule.
gonna get who gonna be where. So we can't say easy schedule.
Yeah, we
It
can't
looked
say easy
favorable.
schedule. You're right.
It
You're
looked
right.
It's
favorable.
favorable.
You
Yeah.
got a simple. You got
Favorable session. Yeah.
a favorable schedule. I'll say it like that. I'm not
And
going to
really,
say easy. A
honestly, if how he does his job, it will be an easy schedule. Like that's what
He
I
got
say.
to do his job. He got to. That's what I'm trying to
If he do
say.
his job this offseason,
But y'all
and
gotta
our
understand
team
too,
gets
all
that
these
much
other
better.
teams, they about to be doing some off-season jobs too.
Right.
So
There you go.
I mean, some of these
There
teams,
you
just like
go.
we saw the Bengals stinking it up last year. They was in the Super Bowl this year. So hey, again, I'm not
But the
coming out here
Bengals were
saying,
more injuries.
you know,
That's why, when I had the Bengals guy on, he was like talking about a lot of people hated on our team, but they didn't realize half of our team was injured the last couple of years anyway. So like this was just the first year all those guys were healthy together and they had a relatively healthy season. You know what I'm saying? Like that comes into play with a lot of teams too, where it's like, you have a decent roster, it's just your players are hurt, so you can't do nothing with the players, the backups, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, like we were in the playoffs last year with some beat up pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're still there. Go do your business. Bring about 5 to 8 new starters this year.
Yeah.
Wrap. You know what I'm saying? Because I really think our team, like I thought this whole year, I was claiming that I was on a 13-4 boat because I knew our team had talent and we got a lot of young players on that offensive side of the ball that's going to develop, that's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So you add to that. And then our defense side, like Trey said, they're just a little too old. You got to add some more young pieces in there, And even when you go to free agency, you don't have to go get that veteran, that freaking super baller that's going to cost you $1 million. Go get that mid-tier star, that's really good player all the time, consistently good player, but he's only like 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's only like 26 years old, 27 years old, in that range where you're still under 30, so you still got some youth in you, and then inject it into this lineup.
And plus, if we look at the Bengals, it's going to be kind of hard to do it like they did it anyway because they sucked for so many years. They sucked for so many years. You know how many years these dudes had top 10 draft picks? That was years on top of years on top of years. They had top 10 draft picks.
But
since Andy Dalton and them left.
They got free agents
since all them dudes left. It's going to be kind of hard to do it like the Bengals unless you like the Giants or somebody who just suck every year and you keep getting top 5, top 10 picks. It's going to be hard to do it like that. So, I mean, like I said, it's more than one way to skin the cat, bro. It's crazy. It's like we're not that kind of team that's just gonna suck for years. It don't matter who we got on the team. We're not gonna suck for years, so we're not gonna always have top 10, top 5 picks. We're gonna be in like the 15, 20 range a lot of the time. So it's gonna be hard to hit it like the Bengals hit it, and it's gonna be hard to hit it like the Rams hit it because who giving up all those assets just to win one Super Bowl and then your team just be trash for the next 5 to 10 years? Like no, it's hard to work it like that. So. I mean, we gotta do it the Philadelphia Eagles way. We can't look around the league and just try to copy everybody. We gotta do it the Philadelphia Eagles way.
But that's why I say we are in prime position to do it. Because we can go get some ballers like they did in Tampa last year, like they did in LA this year. Go get some ballers in free agency with our free agency money. But we have the art. Like think about them. They did it right, and they didn't have the 3 first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have 5 in the top 60, and they still did it.
Right.
We have a chance to do even better than they ever did because we do have the money to sign some of these top flight free agency, and we then turn around in April and draft 6 of the top 60 players. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a huge upgrade to your team, no matter who you are. It only comes down to one thing. The coach is not developing, getting better this offseason because as we keep talking about players, The coaches got to get better. You know, those guys were average at best this year. You know, like Nosy said earlier, you watch some of these plays that other teams are doing. I was doing that all season long. Every week, I would watch all these other teams. I'm like, why are they doing all these other cool plays? You know, scheming people wide open, getting things wide open, and our team is still doing the same BS that they did last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a coaching thing too, where our coaches got to get better. They got to be able to work out a lot better. You know, I think they can grow too, and I think they can, you know, they will grow, considering the fact that they have all off season to look at all this game tape, to realize where they messed up, and to adjust to it. If you don't adjust, guess what? We need some new coaches.
Right.
You know?
Yep. Right. So let's grade this Super Bowl. We're just going to grade everybody, this whole entire thing. So I'm going to give this Super Bowl, man, the halftime show was good, y'all. I swear.
Yeah.
The halftime show,
That
it was,
it,
man.
Go back to LA, be up there with Snoop, like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, they tore the halftime show up.
California knows how to party. Hey, I'm gonna give it the Super Bowl. I'm gonna give it a B, only because the offense. It was a defense performance. The offense really didn't do that much in both teams. Matt Stafford was good. OBJ, prior to your injury, man. But the halftime show, I'm giving it a B plus only because of that too. Because halftime show, you can't beat Snoop. To anybody that's going to Arizona and planning to do a halftime show, good luck to you. You can't beat Snoop. 50 Cent. Before I start singing in the club, B plus. I love the game. Don't give me a little. All right, Burkett, give a grade for the Super Bowl, but for both teams, if you got to. I'm about to.
So for both teams, man, like I will say that was an awesome Super Bowl to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you seen defense, like everybody expects the high flying with all these, you know, talented playmakers on both sides of the ball. You thought you're gonna see a lot, and it really took a while before any of these playmakers even started to get hot. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole first quarter was kind of dry. You know, that defense was just dominating on both sides. You know, every run play, like you said, the whole game, how many yards the Rams have? 36 yards. Because every run play was only getting 1 yard for the Rams. You know what I'm saying? 1 yard at a time. They're like inching. I was like, when are they going to break one? When are they going to break one? You know, and it never happened. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's great defense, man. Like that defense line, you got to give hats off to the Bengals for what they did. Man, you know, they did a great job out there. They came ready. They came prepared. And they had a chance to win that thing, you know. But at the end of the day, I mean, I give both teams an A. You know what I'm saying? That was a good Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It came down to the end. You know, you see Matthew Stafford give the game away. You know, when he overthrew that ball, like Stafford, that could be your only chance right there, my guy. And you just overthrew a wide open receiver. And Jefferson was wide open on that play. And he threw it like 5 feet in the air over him, like way back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, you know, that's what brought me back to the whole Jalen Hurts thing. Like, well, it's like, man, it happens, dude. It happens. These quarterbacks are not perfect. There's not a perfect quarterback out there right now. And I don't care about your Burrows. I don't care about your Staffords. I don't care about any of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of them are perfect. You know, then they're going to all miss things. They're going to all get things on. But like I said, to get it back on topic, I give them an A. That was an A Super Bowl. And the halftime show was an A plus because they were in Cali. That was my Cali. I grew up to all those guys. You know what I'm saying? To see Dr. Dre.
R.I.P. the Tupac, man.
Doing his thing. I was like, what?
He should have been in.
Yeah, I was waiting for Pac to come in too.
Man.
And then Snoop is all blue. I'm like, what? Get it.
Yeah, man. Trigger?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with BG, man. It was an exciting football game. I mean, I'm not all for all the putting up 50 points a game and stuff. I love to see great defense. Exactly. And you score when you can score. But after Matthew Stafford threw that second interception, because remember he threw the second interception when Jesse Bates picked it off, and I think the next series he threw it on the first play. I was like, oh shit. Matthew Stafford acting like Matthew Stafford right now. I thought that game was about to get dark, but I mean he pulled himself out the gutter. I mean Cooper Kupp started going off. So it was just exciting, man. It was exciting. Ramsey getting burnt all over the field. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Right?
It was an exciting
is one
football
thing
game,
that
bro. It
people
was
didn't talk
exciting.
It
about.
It
was.
wasn't high.
It
It
was
wasn't
getting
high
toasted.
scoring. It wasn't high scoring, but it was exciting. It was like it came down to like the last possession. I'm thinking Burrow and I'm about to go down there at least kick a field goal. I mean, that whole second half, Aaron Donald dominated that football game, bro.
Ooh.
He and I'm not going to even give all that credit to Aaron Donald.
No.
I'm gonna give it to their defensive coordinator because
That line too.
let me break it.
Boy,
I'm gonna break it
dominated.
down to you a little bit because
All of them boys dominated. up
bro,
front.
they was playing at first. They was playing 4-man front. So now in the center, not blocking nobody, so he could go double team Aaron Donald all day. He said, "Oh no, we about to drop another lineman over there, put him right in front of that center. He gonna dog this guard, and you gonna put a running back in front of him? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful." So I give this game really to the defensive coordinator because he schemed that up great in the second half. Joe Burrow couldn't step up, he couldn't get nothing. It was just he just had to go down. I mean that now your playmakers can't make plays. So I give it to the defensive coordinator. It was an exciting football game. I mean, it don't really had too many signature moments and nothing like when we won the Super Bowl with the Brandon Graham strip fumble and nothing like that. It ain't had too many of those. It was just it was an exciting, solid football game. I'm giving both teams an A, and like y'all said, halftime show A+ for me.
A+, man.
Hey,
In the city.
hey, you already
City
know
of
that.
Notion. Go ahead, Notion again.
Hey, I gotta agree with all of y'all. Listen, that was an electric game. Again, I'm gonna give it an A-. You know, there was really not a whole lot because again, you know, just watching these teams, these quarterbacks go out there and actually, you could tell they trust their receivers, both quarterbacks. I mean, Matthew Stafford out there, you know, throwing it up to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham played, you know, he left it all out there. I feel bad for that man because he just got bad injury luck.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was good to see.
Both
You know,
quarterbacks.
And actually, that shifted the whole game. When you see that, you like, wait, maybe Bengals might win this game now. You know what I'm saying? Because he was lighting them up for real, for real. OBJ was on a mission. He was like, I'm about to embarrass everybody out there. I don't care. And he was catching everything looking great.
That man was out there balling. Again, even, you know, Joe Burrow was out there slinging it too. So it was good to see the young gun. I mean, honestly, like Stafford gave me some like Aaron Rodgers vibes for a little bit. Because just the way I understand he was out there throwing some picks. But I think he led the league this year in like interceptions or whatever not. But this man is a straight slinger out there. He ain't scared to throw it up there and let his playmakers at least try to catch the ball.
He don't got no
do
conscience,
something.
Bro.
So again, it was good to just watch the confidence that these quarterbacks had in their receivers. We ain't got that in Philadelphia. So I'm hoping we can learn something from that this year. Again, the halftime performance, hey, that was nice to watch. Definitely. I was kind of waiting for that, honestly, for the most part of the game. Because again, our team wasn't in there, so it is what it is. But they tore it up at the halftime also. Hey, honestly, on the cool, if you ask me, the Bengals, they should have probably lost by a slimmer margin than that. Honestly, because I think, what was it? T. Higgins got a touchdown where it looked like he grabbed
out.
Hey, look, he grabbed what's his name's face mask. I saw the face mask grab on Jalen Ramsey, but at the same time, it's good to see. Look, Jalen Ramsey, this high-paid profile cornerback, he was out there getting toasted too. So I don't want to hear this. You know, everybody trying to downplay Darius Slay because he gets burnt on a play or two. Jalen Ramsey was getting worked by Jamar Chase that game also. And T. Higgins gave him the business also.
He would have gave that game up, bro. You seen that last play? He would have gave the game up. He fell down.
Yes.
If Aaron Donald didn't get there, you know Joe Burrow throwing that up.
He would have gave him a shot. So, again, it was good to see. Again, these teams are human. So, for us to go out there talking about, you know, Jalen Ramsey ain't never getting burnt or none of that. Oh, no, we saw that in display on the Super Bowl.
But it was the first time all year he got burned like that.
Hey, I mean, on the biggest stage, you call it what you want to call it.
To get it done
but that man is human. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm going to give it an A-. Again, scoring on both sides. I think both quarterbacks threw about over 200+ yards. Great game overall. And again, we're watching some new youth of talent coming up, such as Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. I mean, Joe Mixon out there, you know, doing his thing. So great game overall. One team's young and still coming up. one team purchased the Super Bowl, and it looked like the purchase completed today, or yesterday. So, hey, I'm gonna give it the A-. Can't really say much more on that. I wish it was us there. Otherwise, I'd give it an A+ if that was the case. But since we wasn't in it, I'm gonna give it an A-.
Yes, sir. And with that, listen, y'all, like Notion said, we wish we was in it. We wish what we were playing. I wish I could change this shirt right here that I'm wearing to a brand new Super Bowl championship shirt, but we're not the champs. It's the Rams. The work for us to potentially be champs starts now. Like now.
I really like you. Cool guy, before you end this, I love what Slay said right after the championship. I love what Hurts said to Smitty. Obviously, what he said to Smitty. I love how he Slay was like, man, right there, time to get to the lab. You know what I'm saying? Time to put that work in because he loved it. And he was like, it's time for me to get this again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time for him to do his thing. And I really love the whole attitude of these Eagle players, man. You know, they're going into this like knowing that this is a wide open NFC next year. And it is time to put our stamp back on the map because you don't want to, when you win a Super Bowl, you don't want it to be that many years in between before you win another one.
Like some teams.
You think about it per team. Each team, there's like, how many people do we have on our still from the Super Bowl? Like one or two, three, like three players from the last Super Bowl. You know, that window of those players playing together closes really fast. So
yeah,
we actually got a lot of dudes
for the Super Bowl. Who that start?
Rodney McLeod still on the team. We got Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham,
Jason Kelce,
Lane Johnson, Jason Kelce, Derek Barnett. There's a lot of dudes still on the team.
Basically. Like we don't have no like skill position, no like back players.
No.
Players back on our team anymore. Basically, like linemen, those guys stick around. But you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of teams get rebuilt after the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, so these guys are serious. I like the hunger that they have out there. And I think, like they said, if you just add a couple people, I like how Darius Slay even goes out there and recruits the people for the Eagles. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, hey, you homie, let's play. Yeah, you want to play the Slay, big play? Yeah.
He's a player's player. Yeah, players want to actually play with Darius Slay. So that's one of the best things we got up in here is Darius Slay.
We got some ballers.
So I love it.
Kelce, the best center, like you can say one of the best centers ever. Really, at the end of the day, he's one of the best, dude. Like regardless if people want to admit it or not, Kelce's a beast. You know what I'm saying?
Has he said whether he's coming back yet?
Fletcher,
I heard he is, but we don't know.
Towards it coming back.
They didn't say it officially, but they're reporting that he's coming back.
And then you still got, regardless of what we say about Fletch took a pay cut. So now Fletch is welcome back. Come on. I hope you get better while you're here. Don't take another step back because you just seen Aaron Donald destroy a game. I seen plays where Aaron Donald was getting triple team. You know what I'm saying? And he was still pushing pressure with a triple team. They were struggling 1 man versus 3 men, and Donald's not even that big of a dude. For real.
Man, the Rams had the cheat code in. I don't care that reminds me of this Rams team reminds me of, I do watch the NBA and all of that. What team was when all them superstars was going over on the team hopping shit? Oh, the Golden State Warriors. When everybody, you know what I'm saying, just went on board and just cleaned up house. So again, the Rams, they did what they had to do. I think they had to be Super Bowl favorites this year. I mean, this team literally bought a Super Bowl. So it is what it is. Hey, Aaron Donald, like you said, it was good to see him take over this game. I mean, Von Miller done got his 2nd ring now. Over here jumping ship to ship. Hey, it's interesting to watch. But again, hey, buying a Super Bowl, that is possible. And hopefully that the Eagles going to put in some of those same efforts this offseason. That's all I'm saying.
And with that, listen, like I said, Eagles got a lot of work to do. Big Play Slay said he wants a lot of this. Get your butt on the lab. That goes for Jalen Hurts. That goes for Devontae Smith. That goes to everybody. Nick Sirianni, don't leave the NovaCare. Don't leave the NovaCare. Stay in the NovaCare. Howie, this is your biggest year yet. I want results. Jeffrey Lurie, put some boots on somebody's backside. I want open NFC East. Eagles Nation, it's wide open. If y'all can't see it, I can't help you. Go to the AFC. Patrick Mahomes is waiting for you. Because if y'all can't see this wide open NFC or NFC East, go find Patrick Mahomes. He's calling you. Hey, y'all, we in the NFC, the best conference in the league. Wide open NFC, people. So with that, Notion got to eat. I got to eat. Bird Gang 31 got to eat. Trigger got to go find his lady. We out of here. No gang. Santa's
Hey, y'all
home.
already
It's
know.
Valentine's Day. I'm
Yes,
sorry, Trey.
sir.
I love doing that. I'm sorry, Trey. I'm sorry, Trey.
There you go. No,
I'm sorry, Trey. With that, let me, before we know the game send us home, let me say it right. I'm your boy, Mizzy Miz, Cool Cat Con, YouTube representing the Birds. That was Bird Game 31. That was Trigger. Sorry, Trigger. Now Notes Game send us home. And man, I
Hey,
gotta learn
y'all
how to
already
do that
know the
in motion.
vibes. Hey, it starts now. The off-season rebuild. The Super Bowl's over. So now it's time for this team to start putting it together. So again, if y'all new to my brother's channels, y'all already know what to do. Go hit that subscribe.
Happy
Because y'all know we
Valentine's Day,
coming at
Eagle
y'all
Nation.
weekly. Hey, fly Eagles fly. Y'all have a safe and fantastic Eagles day. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Go
Don't
keep
keep
the
the
notion.
the notion, baby.